Hello my friends, and welcome to Tom's Tinkering and Adventures. This is the after party. Well, not really. Yeah, my buddy Ken, who I'm riding with here, his brother had a wedding here, right here. Let me flip you. Yeah, nice place to have a wedding. This is their place. Ken's aunt and uncle's place right here on Green Bay. So they had their wedding here yesterday, wedding ceremony and reception, and now I'm left to help clean up a little bit. So this Pabst is for you. Yeah, there's a little bit left in the keg. I really dig Ken's family because there's two kegs here. I'll show you. Hang on, let me set down this beer. They got two quarter kegs here, one Miller Lite and one PBR. So Ken's family. This thing is not quite floating. This one is probably 80% full. So they got good taste, I'll give them that at least. Let me get this. So I'm doing my part to help try to lighten the load on that PBR keg. Ain't nothing I can do for the other one. It's a lost cause. So on the agenda today, get my bike packed up again here. Put her all back together, get her packed up. I already did some laundry. And then I'm heading on down to Milwaukee to check out the PBR Brewery. I will definitely get some footage of that. Yeah, the sun is washing me out here. Get up over here by the garage. Yeah, go check out the PBR Brewery. And then drive on down to Chicago where my lovely lady friend will be meeting me down there, which will be nice. So I went against one of my pledges here not to wash the bike. We saw a pressure washer in Ken's uncle's garage here, so we washed both the bikes. So, yeah, it looks nice for now. I haven't seen it look this nice in a while, actually. But it's probably really only 75% clean. There's so much crap underneath there, I'll guarantee it. So I'm gonna have to take the whole bike apart when I get home to clean it up. But it is what it is. It looks a lot better. You can kind of see through my windscreen. Doesn't look totally terrible at this point, but a lot of bugs on the road. So once I get the bike packed up, I'm gonna get a little bit of lunch and then head south to Milwaukee, and that's where I will come back at you here. So there you have it. All right, so I am in the historic Pabst Brewery here, up here enjoying a beverage, waiting for my tour to start. My tour should be starting in about 20 minutes for the brewery tour. And pretty cool place here. We got all kinds of little goodies hanging out around here. I guess there's a beer garden in the back. And we got football playing. So pretty excited. We'll see how this goes. Traffic down from Green Bay was pretty good. Started getting crappy in Milwaukee, but there you have it. So hopefully the next time I get you on the video here, we'll be in the brewery tour. All right, so this is all original Pabst Brewery from back in the 1890s. This whole area. I guess it goes down a couple blocks. You can kind of see there's like a castle-y looking thing there. This actually used to be a church, and they purchased that. Now that's where they brew. Right now they brew all kinds of specialty beers. In the area here in Milwaukee, they make 10 or 12 different kinds of Pabst brewed beers. So stuff I didn't know. I took the brewery tour. And I gotta admit, I was not overly impressed with that brewery tour because it was just that small brewery, but I guess that's really all they do here. They don't brew actual Pabst Blue Ribbon here. They brew all the specialty beers, but that's okay. And I got a glass and a free beer out of the deal. I guess not really free. It was $10 for the tour. So lots of neat stuff around here though. Blue Ribbon Pub. Very short tour. That brewery was very small. And like I said, they don't even make actual Pabst Blue Ribbon there, but that's all right. I'm gonna head down this way. There was a lot of good information on the tour, but probably stuff you could look up on Wikipedia if you were interested in it. The Pabst Brewery was not started by the man named Pabst. It was started by a family called Best. All these buildings here are part of the old original Pabst Empire. But I don't know how much of this stuff is active right now. I know they have a little, it's like a beer history thing over here. So we'll go check that out. Let me put this glass on the motorcycle. Oh, hey, by the way, I got pretty lucky. Washed the bike, and 20 miles later, I get to ride through the rain for about 5 or 10 minutes, and I gave it another rinse. But I think it still looks okay. Definitely looks better than it did before I started. So, and all my stuff is still here, so that's good. All right, I'll get back in a minute. So this is called the Best Place here, Best Place, which, like I said, the Best was the starter, Mr. Best. I don't remember his first name. Was the guy who started the brewery here, and then Mr. Pabst married his daughter, took over the company. But anyway, there's a little bit of walk through here. They have a gift shop and a little tour. To be honest, I'm a little bit let down with this whole thing. The Pabst brewery tour and this whole area. Went on a brewery tour with my son in Japan. It was pretty neat. Enjoyable, and then at the end they had a couple of free beers, and the tour itself was free as well. So they charge for the brewery tour, and then here they charge for a tour just of some historic areas. I didn't even do it just because I just didn't feel like paying for another thing, and paid for parking, paid for everything here. But I gotta say, I'm a little bit let down. The gift shop was actually pretty cool, but I don't have a lot of room to drag a lot of stuff with me, and I'm really not that big into getting a lot of stuff like that anyway. Probably like a lot of people, I need to thin out the items that I already own, so I don't need to really pick up a whole lot of trinkets and that sort of thing. But they had a lot of cool items, so if anyone's interested in that, check it out. It's not bad. It's just a little bit less than I expected. Let's just put it at that. So from here, I got to battle the traffic down to Chicago. It's only 80 miles, but my mapping program is telling me it's going to be 2 hours. No, I don't doubt that. So I'm probably going to grab a snack and hit the road here soon, and I'll wrap this video up from Chicago. All right, so all in all, not a bad day today. Left Green Bay, went down to Milwaukee, checked out the Pabst Brewery. Now I'm down here in Chicago, living the good life in the Marriott here. So my wife should be coming in pretty soon, flying in. It sounded like her flight got delayed a couple times, but that's all right. I'll have the place ready for her here, maybe get something to eat. And I just drug all my stuff here. That's why I'm kind of breathing hard, drug all my stuff up here. But not a bad day. Maybe we rode about 300 miles. I hit rain for about 10 miles. Yeah, a little bit. It wasn't bad. Just barely got wet. So spending a couple days in Chicago, and we'll see where my trip turns from here. So thank you very much for watching. If you're not a subscriber, please take the opportunity to do so. Leave a couple comments below. I would love some input on things to do in Chicago. I'm here for 2 days, so would like to hear a few things to do. Other than that, get out there and find your adventure. Adios.